Fiora versus Garen. Let's see. You are playing Conk, PTA, into Garen. Conk is fine. Conk, PTA. Blah, blah, blah. Conk and PTA are both fine. Into Garen, you play Conk, pretty fine. He's running Ignite, doesn't matter. The fact that he's running Ignite, let me pause the music. The fact that he's running Ignite means you. Let me restart. Playing Conquer to Garen is fine. Playing PTA is also fine. The fact that he's running Conquer means you can kill him. He's your second main. That means you know it even better. The fact that he's running Conquer means you can kill him. If he was running Phase Rush, he could like kite you and all that stuff. But because he's running Conquer, that means you can actually kill him a lot more consistently in the game. I'll just be like sort of, not quickly, but I'll be going through your gameplay and seeing what you're doing. Okay. So you stand in a good position here. Generally, you would want to stand closer to here. So if they come from here or here, you'll have enough time to run away. If you're standing here, you do not have enough time to run away if they come from this area. They can block you off. So you want to stand closer to here rather than in the bush, generally speaking. And also, you should know that there's nobody hovering here, just for your info. We can't see your mouse. Oh, whoops, my bad, Daisy. My bad. I meant here. Okay, let me go back. Thank you for telling me. I meant here. You want to be standing here. You do not want to be standing in this area because if they come from up here, they will be able to flank you and kill you. So it is better to be standing here to have an exit. But your problem is your jungler isn't covering this area. So it's just very awkward to be covering in one area but not the other because you can randomly die. If you're covering in one area but not the other, it would just be better to like stand here and just not enter in this entire area to not randomly die. In your opinion, be able to play in Challenger with picks you're not that comfortable with top lane? EU and E for sure. It wouldn't matter because the skill level is lower there. EU West depends on the pick, depends on my comfort, but I just haven't gotten Challenger in EU West. EU and E for sure, blindfolded. EU West, no. But also depends on matchup. Heavily, if the matchup is easy, then it's easy to play out. If there's a lot of skill interactions that are required, then yeah, it'll be very annoying for me to play it out and I'll probably lose it. Okay, playing into Garen, you don't need to hit the wave and get pushed because you're stronger than Garen level 1. You can play the bush, zone him off, look for trades into him, and you can play that. Right now, the vital is here. It's on the bottom side of Garen, meaning that when you play, you don't want to play like this and hit the minion and walk up like this. You want to hit the minion here and then walk down. So when he walks up for the minion, his vital is here. You can click left, get him. He can't block your vital. That's the basic idea of how you play. You play relative to the vital, so when he walks up, he gives you position for the vital, and you are going in or you're zoning, so when he walks up, you get better angle into the vital. Okay, you're not quite doing it. Again, here. You do not need to be afraid of Garen walking into you because you are stronger level 1. You need to be ready to like kind of walk into it here. If he looks to Q you, you just Q into his Q, and then you fight him, and you win it, and it's chill. You do not need to be afraid here because you are stronger here. You don't have Q. You don't want to walk up into his Q because you have CD. He doesn't have CD. So you want to like respect his Q range a little bit. He doesn't play it. That's fine. This is a Q angle on this minion that you can do. You don't want to press auto attack Q because Q auto into his Q. It's about even. So you don't want to just Q auto into his Q. But there's a Q range that you can just Q once. That was a free Q that you could get free damage where it was just completely free. Good trade that he can't play into and he just didn't take it. And it was obvious that he would walk up for that minion. Because it was low, it was getting lower. It's obvious that he would walk up for it. The vital is there. You can easily time it, play it as, however you want, and that it's just free damage you didn't take. And then you'll ask, does it really matter? It was a small trade. Every small trade that you take can set up to help you dive him later, to help you get a kill, to make a gank harder for him. Every trade can matter. I won't tell you every trade matters, but every trade can matter. You crash this wave. Something that you can do is go into enemy jungle and drop a ward. Like right now, something that I would do here is I would go here and kill Gwen on wolves. This is a psychopath move, but it would work. And like you go into the jungle, see if she started blue or not. If she didn't start blue, that means she started red, and you go to her wolves and you kill her. You don't need to do this. It's a little bit psychopath, but it does work pretty consistently. Generally, it's better to do this when you're level 3 than kill them on the Gromp, but you can go level 2 and kill the Gwen in her jungle on wolves. Oh, look at you. You're checking blue buff. You don't need to drop a ward. This ward is terrible. You need to actually... Did you see the camp? You saw it for a second. Okay, you're good. You need to see one of the two camps. With the wards, you need to place it either here or here. You need to see the Gromp or the blue. The reason why you need to see them is because if you don't see them on the ward, it gets harder to tell when Gwen takes them or doesn't take them because it doesn't show you on the minimap. And then that requires you to perma check. And you just might not notice that she took the camp because you don't have it placed in an easy way. Good Q. Okay, very nice. And then you back away. Very nice. Wait for E cooldown, level 3, then you can go for the fight. You want to hit the minion so you can get level 3? You don't want to Q away here, though. Like, Garen is low HP. He does still have W, but that doesn't matter. You can pop your pot, and then you auto the minion here once, because Garen gives you the space to auto-attack the minion right here. He backs away, gives you space to play the minion, where you can auto-attack that one minion, because you only need the one minion to level up. You can walk up into it, hit it, and then one more auto, and plus like a melee attack from this, and you'll get level 3, and you can easily play it. You don't need to be zoned by Garen when he's not actively zoning you. And here, if you can insta level W and then W his thing, or you can Q left. Qing left also works. You do not want to Q away here. You want to Q left, get out of his E, then force an all-in. He is just dead here without counterplay. He should be dead here. Like, if he cannot get his entire E damage on you, he cannot win the fight. And if he is in this side of the lane, he cannot run away after losing the fight. He was just dead. And now the wave is too big for you to effectively fight into him and deal too much. So you have to just let it crash. Good Q. Ah, the cannon. I hate it when that happens. Where it's like too low to kill, sorry, too high HP to kill an auto, but too low to survive a turret shot. You want to try to Q the Garen just once to proc his passive so he doesn't keep healing. And again, that's the perfect indicator on the minion that slower is going to walk up, or you can easily Q it. He doesn't trade back into you, you get max range Q, and you proc his passive, doesn't heal. Every second that he has his passive up and working, you are effectively losing the lane. Not losing lane, but forced to recall and TP back. Every second that it's working. Bad Q. Walk into it. He doesn't have E. So when he doesn't have E, what you want to do is you want to chase with him. He walks down, you walk down. He walks up, you walk up, and you maintain your range into him. And the second that his E's over, you Q into it again. His E's over, Q. Perfect. Now you leave. Perfect. He doesn't have W. Him not having W means you can flash in the next 20 seconds and you kill him. Like, any point he walks up here, you can just flash for the minion right now, walk up here, like right here, then flash Q, and you look for the kill on him and you will kill him. Or like force his flash, he's low HP, can't reset, to dive him under tower. Like, this is the exact angle where you can just flash onto him, in that area, and you would have been able to make him very low, and you can dive him under tower, and he can't play. And he proc his passive as well, which is very nice for the dive. Good Q to proc passive. You need one trade with him, and if he loses W, then you can dive him under turret. If not, then you just have to take your recall, call it a day. Nope, now just take your recall. Not taking recall here is a little bit strange, because this is the perfect angle to take a recall. What elo is this? This was gold. Right? No, sorry, plot 2. Not taking this recall. This is like one of the few free recalls that you're going to take, where Garen has to spend so much time hitting the wave that you can just recall, walk back, and then fight Garen on the wave, or recall, TP back, and then just stay and play the game. There is no reason for you to not to TP here or walk back here, because you can get an insane gold advantage on Garen. You can spend your, 1100 gold? 1150. I'm so good at this. 1150 gold and buy a Warhammer or whatever, and then you can come back to lane and Garen cannot play the game. Like, all this time you could have spent, you could have gotten a Warhammer, walked back to lane, and it's completely chill. You are just, there was a window where you had the opportunity to get an insane item advantage and you didn't utilize it. You don't need to flash there. And I will show you why. Like, so first of all, you're meant to W into the Garen Q. You don't W into the Garen Q, that's fine. The reason you don't need to flash is this. Garen E is done like here. He cannot damage you enough to force you to like, he can't damage you enough with Ignite R to kill you before your Q is back up, so you can just Q away, and he doesn't have the damage to kill you. You'll have to recall TP back under turret, but it's fine. You don't need to waste flash here. And here you should recall TP back. Because if Gwen comes, you're dead, and Gwen is probably here. Not definitely, but probably here. So recalling and TPing back is a lot safer than looking to stay in lane like this. Now, if I were you, I would 100% greed the next wave, QW into it, and full send it. And I wouldn't care that in case he's in the bush. But if you don't W it, because you're too afraid of him, then the wave will be a lot more awkward here. But if you did W it, the wave wouldn't be as awkward. Like, the cannon would be in, the casters would be in, it wouldn't be as awkward. But he has TM out, so you don't get punished for it too much, because you want for TM out first. He has TM out, so you don't need to break this freeze, because it's not a real freeze. Keep that in mind. You're like, he's pretending like he's freezing, but he's not actually freezing, so you're good. It's all chill. You can look for that Q, it's pretty easy. Very nice. He's pretending to be AFK so he can Q onto you. All good. Now you want to be taking a position here. You want to be standing in this area to look for a Q onto this vital instead of standing to the right, because when you stand to the right, you can't actually threaten the vital at all. Wait for it to reset, go for the Q. Nice. And now here, you can literally walk back after cannon and let the vital reset. Okay, very nice, very nice. Now back away, and you want to look for the all-in on next vital. No, well, let it reset, and then look for the all-in on the next vital. You can wait for W as well. But next vital, he should be dead. Like, here he has to be dead. Not the best, not the best. You just didn't wait for him to actually walk up for a minion and went in on a bad vital. What I say when I mean a bad vital is right here, you went in on a vital that doesn't give you movement speed, which is the issue. If you did the same exact fight, but there was a vital pointed towards you, you would be able to get that kill or get his flash. But because you go in on a vital that's not your vital, instead of like backing away, getting a different vital and going in, you cannot kill him. You cannot chase him down. You have to wait till you have a vital on your side so you can get it. He's still low HP. It's not an ideal thing. Okay, a soul to go. You can get 2 kills for free. Very nice. And now you're starting to get to the point in the lane where Garen has just lost, and it sucks to be a Garen player right here. You don't need to QW into that because it gives Garen the opportunity to play the game. You don't want to give him the opportunity to play the game. It works out because you inted it, and you just kill him here. Walk up the second you have E. Yo, Proc, what's up? Yo, Proc. What's up? He used W in front of you. He used W in front of you. You don't have to say sorry. It's just, he used W in front of you here. What you want to do is you want to walk up to him melee range. Have like the easiest way to play it, walk up melee range, have him Q you, and then you auto E after his Q's over, and then Q to where he flashes to get the kill. Or you can just Q into his vital, auto E, and then he's dead. Or you can wait for your W, then W his Q. Sitting that ult killed me so often, off guard. Yeah, but it killed you because of the off guard part. It didn't kill you because of the ignite ult part. Like, it killed you because it caught you off guard and you didn't play it right. It didn't kill you because it's effectively strong. Very nice, very nice. Get one more plate. Get one more plate. Q in. In this area, I would Q in, get the next wave. Because notice how I didn't press O. I'm not pressing O, right? If you get this next wave, you have Ravenous. If you don't get it, no. Actually, sorry. You do not have Ravenous right now. And you need to get this next wave so you can recall here and have insane timer with Ravenous, right? But you have Ravenous? Did somebody have a shutdown? That's kind of crazy. Did those two people have a shutdown and you got the kills? No, they didn't. That's crazy. How? Wait. I want to see that. I was a little bit off. You had it 150 gold. No, I was off. That's my bad. I thought I didn't have Ravenous and it would have been an insane recall to get. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Doesn't matter. I thought it would be perfect for you to proxy next wave, get Ravenous recall. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. All that's fine. QOA here. W this. Perfectly fine. Good trade. All that is perfectly fine. You're going to heal off way with Ravenous. That's a bad Q to take. Because, yeah, right now, that was a terrible Q to take, but he didn't punish it. Because, this is important, why we look at cooldowns after the game, is look at his Q here. The same way, like I said yesterday, you don't know if the opponent is walking up when they don't have cooldowns. You don't know if they're walking back when they do have cooldowns. If Garen Q Ignite E's you here, you're dead. You're dead here. He just doesn't know it. It's like the same statement. It's like, hey, if they can sometimes walk up very like pretend like they're very strong and they actually have all their cooldowns up and they can't actually play the game. And other times they'll run away with full cooldowns, or sorry, full abilities up, even though they can kill you. Right here, Garen can kill you. Why can Garen kill you? Because you queued melee range of him, where he can easily queue in a very predictable manner without vital movement speed to run away, and you don't have W. So he can just QE, ignite, and then press R on you, and you die here. You just need to know that that was a mistake. You didn't get punished for it, so you don't know it's a mistake. But stuff like that, that's why League takes so long to learn. Because you're going to make a play like this, and you won't realize it's a mistake till the next 10 times you play into Garen across 300 games. You're like, oh, I shouldn't do that. I just never got punished up till that second. I didn't know. You can queue it outside of turret range there. All that time was perfect time to queue. So when Garen has the bottom vital here, all this time, you're trying to see when he can tank only one turret shot and then leave turret for the Q, basically. So you're going to be walking in this area, right? Garen will look to Q onto you, and you're looking to get queued right about here. So when you get queued right about here, you can Q here into Garen Q, tank one turret shot, maybe, then get out of turret. That's how you should think about it. You should think of where can I get queued, then queue the Garen and only tank one turret shot or no turret shots. And it's in that area that you can do it. That's why we watch and learn from your mistakes. So you shouldn't be afraid of tanking the queue. It's the other way around. You should be thinking, where can I tank it so I can queue it, take the least turret shot or no turret shot, and get the most value. Which is right in this spot, not here, in this spot. So you can queue the Garen here and then walk it out. Bro, that's just this. Like, that's just against the Garen that doesn't know how to punish you. You know, right here, you can press Q. Press Q exactly where you're standing and walk away. It'd be perfectly fine. I don't know why you don't do it. I think you're too focused on the Demolish proc and not enough on the Garen, when in reality, you can kill this Garen. Like, a Garen like this is easily killable. Like, here, if I were you, and this sounds dumb, I promise you, it sounds dumb and I know it, right? But I will tell you what I'm thinking of right here. I will tell you what I'm thinking of. Wait. I'll tell you the exact frame. I will get it to the exact frame. Here. This exact frame, I am thinking of, okay, if I press RW on the Garen, he's still going to be walking into me as I press RW. I will not die to his R. I will have about 60 HP left, 80 HP left. So I can press RW and instantly proc 4 vitals on the Garen and heal up, and he doesn't have ignite anymore, and I'll get full healing and he can't kill me. That is what I'm thinking of right that second. Because he does not have the damage for the execute, and he's walking into you into a straight line. He can proc your 4 vitals, heal to full, he can't kill you. And his Q is still down for 4 seconds, so you have plenty of time to do it. He effectively can't kill you here because you can out heal his damage and his R execute. That's what I'm thinking about. What you can think about is, oh, I'm just gonna Q here when Q is up and then leave. Like Q, you Q here because he's gonna walk into you, so you'll get max range Q, and then you just walk away and you leave, and then you W slash Q. You can Q that. You don't need to Ravenous Hydrate, but it's fine. You should Q away. Okay. Bad Q, but still works out. You know why this is a bad Q? Because of where you Q. But you got the idea, you got like the principle behind the idea, but not the execution. The reason this is a bad Q is because look at here, right? You're right in this area. The next vital is here. You have to walk. Look how far you have to walk for the next vital. You're there already. You're ready to hit next vital. And then see where you Q? You Q here. Why are you queuing here where you have to walk all the way over here? You have to walk this. Barely get the vital hit. Barely get it. Instead of just here. Walk up. Walk up slightly. Hit this. And then Q here. There is no reason that you're queuing over here instead of this area. And if you queue down here, you can walk one step and then get this vital. And you're good. But you made getting the vitals 10 times harder for no reason. You made the fight 10 times riskier for no reason because you wouldn't just Q away and you wanted to like flip Wing the Garen Q. Because if Garen flash Qs you, or pretends to Q you, or like E's or whatever, you can't do anything about it, you just die. Or not can't do anything, but you'll probably just end up dead. No one. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, you're gonna push the wave. You can dive on the Garen under turret slowly, but odds are you're gonna want to move in the jungle and do something. Slow dive the Garen, look for vitals, or look to proc the turret plates a bit. Like every Q vital that you do on the Garen will significantly lower his HP and put the chances of him dying. Q the vital, Q the vital, Q the vital. Again, you have two options, right? You have the option, like you're thinking about it like this. I hit turret, tank Garen damage, or I hit the Garen. Those are your two options. What did you choose here? You chose turret. You chose poorly. You cannot effectively kill the turret into a Garen. You can do it into Cassante because you can dodge like 5 of his Qs. You can do it into an Aatrox because you can dodge his Qs a lot more easily. You can do it into a Maokai. You can do like into a lot of stuff. Into a Garen where he has Ignite R, and if you're half HP and he can silence, it is not ideal to look for the turret in front of the Garen like that unless he's comboed the wave or something and you have a Hull Breaker. You know? But you want to Q the Garen, get the vitals, put him down to lower HP so it can actually threaten him, and then you slowly look for the dive on him, or with your pressure, you rotate and you look for a turret. You need vision here.
Holy top
Thanks for the
gap,
follow,
thank
Anders.
God. Oh my God, I have a smurfing Fiora. It's actually winnable.
Your problem is that you want it too bad. I know that sounds silly, right? You want it too bad, that's why it's not working. Yes, you're so committed that you can only see this. You can't see the gold you're generating. You can't see anything else. You're too hyper fixated on this one thing, and because you're too hyper fixated on it, you don't see anything else. You're not meant to do that. I don't know your mistake, but you're not meant to do that. Okay, that's your mistake. You're meant to W when you see Gwen. You're meant to R or W when you see Gwen. Either is fine. And then into like, you do not need to flash here. If you press R and Gwen, get the movement speed, and then W the Garen Q or W the Gwen when she shows up, either one of those, you're able to get out without pressing your flash. You do not need to flash to get out here. With your movement speed from R and a single vital proc, like you're good to go. You don't need to waste flash to get out. Okay, W the Dan R. Works out, that's fine. Go back top wave. Top wave. Top wave. Top wave. Like, you wasted 10 seconds trying to get honey fruits when I would have went back to top wave already. Because I will heal enough off this wave and next wave that I don't need the honey fruits, and I don't want to waste the time that Diana is dead by just trying to grab honey fruits in the river. Like, if Garen doesn't fight you right here, you can just hit 2 waves, heal to full, and you're good. You don't need the honey fruits. You don't need to waste the time of the honey fruits. Yo. Senna rooted him, by the way. You should, if Senna's walking up to make a play, you should be like, hey, is this the thing that works? You should just check. You should just check. Also, I don't know what to do. You don't need to do anything. And you can go places. It's just you're so focused on this. And the fact is, I would recall because you have so much gold. No, 1300 gold. Yeah, you should recall. The fact is, you are getting gold. You are winning the game. All you have to do is not die to the Diana gank or the Gwen gank or whatever, and you're good to go. Get gold, get 2 items. They'll be very strong. Hit the wave, hit the wave, hit the wave, hit the wave. He got the turret for you. Hit the wave. Walk up, walk up, walk up. What? What are you afraid of? Yeah, Senna being here was bad, but it is what it is. You can't control your support. What are you afraid of in this entire area? You have an Ace-Hole next to you. Hit the wave, get the turret. Like, I don't get why you're standing still, not walking up, not hitting the wave, not walking up for the turret. Press R on him. Bro, you need to play the game. What? Why are you so afraid here? Like, you're meant to walk up. You're meant to walk up faster for the turret. The enemy team is playing Drake. You have an Ace-Hole with you. Just hit the turret here. Press RW on the Garen here. He's getting Rylai slowed. I don't know why you're so afraid in this area. He's meant to die. If the Diana walks while Garen's under turret half HP and Ace-Hole's position on the right, she dies. If she's isolated, bro, like, Garen should die, should need to flash out or he's dead. I don't know why you don't play it, because he needs to flash out or Garen needs to flash away from you guys, and if he flashes away, he's not going to be able to play with Diana, then Diana's dead as well. Like, it just makes no sense. He can center a bit mental, bro. It doesn't matter what they say. Their gameplay is what matters. He's next to you. He's hitting the turret. That's all you need. If Garen, like, if he stands still while Garen is fighting, that's one thing. But he's next to you, pushing the wave. He's gonna press Q on Garen when Garen walks up, and that's all you need. You don't need him to like you. You need him to press Q on Garen when Garen walks up, which is what he's gonna do, and what he's done. Like, you're good. Also, this is troll for me, by the way. Based on your information, this is troll. So, like, you can see here. You can see here that you should recall right about now. Right about now, you should walk here, press recall, and then cancel recall once, and then press recall. You do not want to be on this and actually doing it. You want to have recalled. You do not want to help your team with this, because now Garen gets top tower for free, and it is very annoying for you that you got a top tower for free when you could have recalled once, or canceled recall once, and gotten the Atacon and been in time to defend the tier 2. You have Trinity? You have Trinity, very nice. Got the Gromp, zone it out or pull it out so Dana can't get it. That's very chill. Take the wave. Dana will come back. You can look for a blue buff with Senna. And this is the thing that you can do here. Senna is walking up into the jungle. You can walk in, ping the blue buff, try to take the blue buff since the Gwen isn't there, and you play it, drag it out, take the blue buff. That is just a resource on the map that you gave up and a potential kill on the Diana that was in the jungle doing blue buff, probably. Is she? She's not, but potentially that you gave up. You're just way too focused on this turret. It's way too extremely focused on the turret. And you could have killed the Garen, like, quite a few times. It's just, you're not playing with your team at all when you can't kill the Garen. Like, you can either choose to kill the Garen, and you had, like, 2 times where you could have killed the Garen and you just didn't kill the Garen. Or you can choose to play the map and walk in and have a flank position and move first with your team and play it out. You can do either, but you're not choosing either. You're not choosing to commit into the turret and poking the Garen correctly and then taking the fight and killing him. And you're not choosing to rotate flank with your team or hold this position so they can't walk up. You need to pick one of them, and it can work. The Garen, you could have killed him under turret. You could have gotten the turret. Either one of those can work. Like right here. There. Okay. Well, yeah, that's meant to work, right? So when you W here, you're not meant to W like this. You're meant to Q here into the Garen Q effectively, and then W while you're queuing to get the most value. And that will also position you in a better place for Garen's Q, where you're effectively going to be here or behind him as he's queuing you, which puts you in a better position for the R vitals. You do not want to be standing still in this area when Garen queues you, because the position isn't as good, and you missed the one vital on the right that you didn't get because it reset because you pressed R. And if you did that, you'd get the kill on the Garen. Now Diana will come back and kill you. It's like there are so many kills that you've left on the table. Although this one's a little bit more technical, but there are so many kills just left on the table into the Garen. Or if you got them, you can side lane. It's chill because you killed the Garen. If you're not going to get them, then you have to rotate with the fact that you have shove and play into the Garen. Like right here, you can't. Your team is walking up. You can't kill the Garen. I would walk into the jungle and see what happens here because you can't do anything in the next 10 seconds. And your team is going to die in the next 10 seconds and there's Drake. So I would walk into the jungle, try for something, or TP bot. In this case, walk mid and try to get mid tower. Like here, I would be mid and getting mid tower because your entire team was walking up to do something. So you'd walk up on them. Oh, 2 people bot. Free mid tower. You grab it real quick. Very nice. Good kill. Now take top tower. Yeah, QW to reposition for R vital. It's kind of OP. No, leave. Can you run away? Leave. Q away. Okay, TP bot. Come on. No. TP bot. Please, TP bot lane. You don't need to recall. Just TP bot. I'm begging you. For the love of all that is holy. Please, TP bot lane. Please, man. Okay, it's... Now I can do it! Who were you afraid of before? Look here. Who are you afraid of? Who are you recalling for? Like right now, I TP bot lane. Because Misfortune, Janna, and the Diana are there. Gwen and Garen are dead. Why do you need HP? Like, you're gonna get enough HP off this wave and next wave. Why do you need more HP? You're gonna kill the turret before Garen even gets there. But now because you recall, then TP, and you have to recall so late, and then cancel recall and all that stuff, Garen is there. You don't need to wait till Garen is there. You can just TP and it's good. Did you get lucky and Garen just completely ignored and went randomly for the Baron? I guess you got lucky. But if you TP'd earlier, you're on tempo for Baron, you can walk into the Baron and force it with your team, kind of. Or force the positioning with your team. It's just a lot. This is why the game feels like 1.2 times faster when I played. Because I've already made my decision. You can win this. You won't, but you can win this. Wait, never mind. You have 4 items. What? Where'd you get that gold? You should win this. You won't, but you should win this. Terrible. There are 2 things that are terrible here. 1, where you choose the fight. Look at where you queue the Gwen. Bro, no. Tell me what your mistakes were. I won't look at the fight. Tell me what your mistakes were. Because your mistakes are not the mistakes that you think they are. So I want you focus Gwen. That's not your mistake. Give it another shot. What do you think your mistake was there? No, that's not your mistake. Try again. Try number 3. Tell me what your mistakes were. There are 2 major big mistakes. Like, one more try to get to know what your 2 big mistakes are that take this fight from being hard to the easiest thing. Nope. Nope. That's not even on you. The wrong direction. Your passive being in the wrong direction is not even a mistake that on you. You don't know? Look at where you chose to fight. You chose to fight here. You can queue into the minions, play the fight in the middle of the lane. Thank you for the follow, Simo. Play the fight in the middle of the lane, and they will walk into you. Gwen won't sit here, and Diana sits here, and neither of them will engage and stare at you. They will walk into you. They will misplay, or Gwen will E and R. They will not just sit here and just wait for 3 years until somebody walks up. You could have played the fight in the middle of the lane, and now you're not stuck next to a wall where you can't proc your vitals, and you're just, you want to, but it's so difficult because it's so awkward because of the angle. The next thing is, you W nothing. When you are 4 items into Diana Gwen, you just win. You do not need to W anything. You need to W, like Gwen R plus Q in a good position where you can proc a vital. That's the basic idea. Look at how you W. Alright? How does that help you to proc a vital? If you didn't W Gwen Q, right? Effectively, or Gwen R3 or whatever. But how does that help you proc vitals? How does that W effectively help you do anything? It doesn't. You just W'd because you're like, okay, I have to W now because she's doing stuff that I either have to W now, but it doesn't help you proc vitals in any way. It doesn't help you get the kill in any way. You're just pressing it because you think, oh, maybe Diana R's now. When it doesn't matter if Diana R's you. It really doesn't matter if she presses her R key. Even if you get hit by Diana R, you'll still win this if you unbind your W. It's chill. It's just about where you decide to play the fight. And that's about you because you don't get the vital on the queue. And then because you didn't get the vital on this queue, she just sits there with it. So that look very bad. So those 2 mistakes lose the fight for you. Like those 2 mistakes of where you chose to fight and the fact that you had your W key binded, both of these lost you the fight. If you unbinded W key and fought here, you would have won the fight. If you just unbind W and fight in the middle of the lane, you'd win it. But because you, I mean, you also need the combo cleaner or whatever, right? But if you just unbind W and play tier, you win the fight. That's all you needed to do. It's a mental block. I was about to say mental disease. It's literally a mental block where you make yourself think I have to play the game in a certain way, when in reality it's like the Boondock script. It's like, hey, I don't have to do this. I'm white. It's like, hey, I don't have to force myself to fight into you into a wall into the exact place you chose. I can just chill. Like, it's not that deep. I can just chill and be me and do me, you know? I can just chill. You're choosing to go top. Very nice here. I'll look at the fight exactly to tell you mistakes. You W this, no reaction, it's fine. If you don't react quick enough, that's fine. You don't want to Q too far out of Garen Q so you can actually get the reset on it. Flashing is wrong. Flashing means you're afraid. You shouldn't be afraid here because you can easily turn the fight. There is no reason to flash because you can easily turn the fight on the Garen. So flashing is a waste. You're not meant to W here because you have I can't fucking clip you because you're in W. You're not meant to W there because you have Q up. You don't need to flash. You're good without flash. You don't die if you don't flash. I don't know why you flash because Gwen isn't even in auto range. And now you don't need to W here because you have Q, and you can Q to this vital in 0.5 seconds. Like, walk here, then Q to this vital and play it out. You don't need to W here. The reason why it's important not to W here is because you're wasting time. When you could have gotten this vital and then W during the reset or whatever, and maximum value and dodge Gwen Q without your W, you're just wasting vital time. Bad Q, slightly mistimed, but whatever. Overall, it's fine. Reset with gold, maybe. 1.8k. Okay. You're gonna have to play it really slow and not commit on this. Yo, Swayze. You're gonna have to play it really slow, not commit on this, and back away. Really slow, back away. Wait for next wave. Do not recall. Okay, they're coming up to you. Do not recall. You should not recall here because your team is pressuring bot lane. Do you insta TP back? You do not insta TP back. Your team is pressuring bot lane, they're making a play on the map, and you're ordering McDonald's from Grubhub or DoorDash or whatever. I don't know what the EU equivalent is. Meanwhile, bot lane. Meanwhile, Fiora. Bot lane. Meanwhile, Fiora. Recently started playing Fiora, sorry channel, really enjoyed your videos. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Those are kind words. Like, you decided to recall the timer when you didn't need to recall. Because they effectively can't engage on you now. They can't kill you. You can chill, wait a little bit behind, and wait for the wave, heal off the wave, and you're completely fine. But you chose to recall. You chose to not TP back, and that makes whatever your team does in bot lane 10 times worse. Like, you don't need to recall here. If you want, you can TP back, but you don't need to recall. You don't need to recall. But if you do, insta TP back, and then you can make a play to offside here while your team does whatever they do bot lane, and then it's huge value for you. It's completely fine, completely chill. But right now, you're not doing anything while your team is dying. You could have been doing a lot. You're just not doing anything. And now you're 1v5, I mean. 5v4, 1v5. And you get your Jinx killed because you walked up, and now you're in a position where you don't want to be, where you're team fighting. Like, why are you team fighting here in a very awkward fight where you barely won for no reason? It's just because randomness, that's it. It's like you have no flank, no numbers, no position, no nothing, and you just team fight. Let's see how you could have done it better. Q, W insta. You didn't W insta. You're meant to W instantly there. Because of this, I'll show you exactly why you're meant to W instantly. Gwen has E back in 2 seconds. 1, 0. Gwen E is here. If you QW into Gwen instantly R, you can proc 4 vitals before she has E again, and then she's going to screw up her combo into J4 because the W slows her attack speed. You can one-shot the Gwen in a single rotation right now if you QW into her and she can't dodge it. There is no reason, if you want to use your W to get vital damage out, there's no reason to not W while queuing. Because effectively what you do is you avoid the part of your W where you stand still and do nothing. Because that's effectively what your W is if you're not using it to reduce damage or reflect CC or anything at all. You're standing still, doing nothing. So you queue in, and then you press W on her. Oh, you queued out of the vital. Out of the W, I mean. And then you missed that, so she healed enough. But what the W is you stand still and do nothing at all, which is terrible if you want to get full damage out and you don't need to be invulnerable, you don't need to reflect anything. You queued out of the vital, that's terrible, but it happens, it happens. It happens to me all the time. You're grouping with your team. You gave up. You gave up. No, that's so funny. That's actually hilarious. In your head, it's like, hey, I can no longer win this split push, so I will just give up and group with my team because the game's over. Or not the game's over, but like, I can no longer win the split push. I died 5 times, so I will die the 6th when that's not how it works. Like, you grouping with your team is the worst thing that you can do. Like, you don't want to group with your team unless you have a good flank position or you have numbers advantage or something like that. Because trying to play into a Fed MF and a Gwen and a Garen with an R in a team fight, it's just really annoying. Like, usually it's the other way around, where it's like rage split push, where you don't group and you're only a split push because you're tilted. But in this case, it's like you gave up and you're like, I can no longer split push, so I will just team fight. Yeah, but that was a free game to win for you.